Hi, my name is Julia Black, and today I will be talking to you about why tattoos shouldn't be the reason you don't get a job. No one should be judged off of their tattoos. As people, we are taught to express ourselves in the way that we want, and tattoos shouldn't be counted out of this argument. In this speech, I will be explaining how tattoos have been judged in the past and why, in today's society, when hiring an employee, we should look past this work of art. While researching, I have learned examples of how much tattoos have become more acceptable in certain workplaces and not so much in others. Now let's talk about the history that tattoos have had in our past. While in today's society, tattoos have become more acceptable, they have not always been this way. Tattoos have and still are looked at as rebellious. Some people may look at you and think that you have no home training, you are not respectable, and that you will be looked at as edgy. Enrica Ruggs, an associate professor of business, once said, "In the past, tattoos have existed on the edge of society." Statements like these, coming from educated professionals, even understand that having tattoos, especially in earlier years, were always judged. I believe that a lot of them stem from the idea that your body is perfect and you shouldn't change it in any way. Everyone shows themselves in different ways, so if getting a tattoo helps you feel more comfortable in your skin, then do it. Thankfully, over time, this work of art has slowly become more acceptable. Let me tell you about my personal experience. As a 19-year-old living in America, I have not had too many problems with my tattoos so far. I have tattoos on my lower arms as well as my lower legs. I am majoring in elementary education, so it makes me wonder, in the future, will I have a hard time finding a job? Because while yes, my tattoos are coverable, they peek out from time to time. I know that working as a teacher in Horry County, South Carolina, where I grew up, tattoos are not allowed to be shown in the workplace. Mr. Stanek, my 8th grade social studies teacher, had a sleeve of tattoos going down his arm and had to cover them every single day. So it makes me wonder, how hard was it for him to get his job? Will I have to go through the same problems? While yes, I do understand that children are very vulnerable and can be easily influenced by what they see and hear, I feel as though tattoos should not be looked at as a bad thing. My mother was not always happy with my tattoos either. She felt like some of them were stupid and that I would regret them when I grow up. I told her that that is simply not true. I feel that my tattoos represent who I am as a person, and everyone around me should respect me in the way that I am. How someone decides to express themselves, whether it's a tattoo, a haircut, or even a new outfit that they love, everyone should do what makes them happy. So in what type of workplaces have tattoos become more acceptable? While doing my research in the acceptance of tattoos, I have learned that tattoos have made it easier to get certain jobs and really show who you are as a person. One example of these jobs is one where you can show your creativity, such as graphic design. A study was done from the University of Houston. This study has proven that jobs that involve creative or artistic skills like to have employees with tattoos. This is because it helps them see how creative you can really be. They stated that visible body ink generated favorably edgy images for artists and increased their chances of getting hired. Depending on what jobs or future you want to have, the opinions of tattoos can be in your favor. So what workplaces are ones where tattoos are judged? They say that more professional jobs aren't so lenient with tattoos. For example, healthcare workers. An article written about jobs that tattoos are not allowed to be shown stated that tattoos have to be covered in healthcare to ensure that tattoos do not disrupt the patient-doctor relationship or compromise certain comfort and trust. This proves that not all workplaces are going to be accepting, and for good reason. Because tattoos aren't always looked at as good decisions, you don't want to ruin the connection you have with customers or patients. Another job you have to worry about is the military. The same article talks about how no tattoos can be shown or on your neck or below your wrist. Frankly, anywhere that can be shown when wearing your uniform. I suppose this is to keep the professional look up to par. But even in recent years, for example, the Army now allows behind the ear tattoos that are less than an inch in size. This further proves the acceptance of tattoos is slowly becoming larger. In life, there will always be someone who will judge you, and that is okay. You have to be happy with yourself and the decisions that you make. Tattoos may not always be accepted, so that is something you have to think about when looking into it. Think about where you want to be in life. Do you think your future job will accept you if you have face tattoos? Things will not always work out in your favor, so while yes, you want your tattoo, you have to think about how it will look from the outside because so many people can be judgmental. If you are happy in your decision and are able to be where you want to be in life with your tattoos, then do it. Hopefully, over time, we will stop judging people over tattoos and look at them as who they are as a person. The way someone expresses themselves with tattoos, hair, or piercings should not be the reason they don't get a job. Look to see what type of person they are, what type of accomplishments they have, or even their work ethic. Things and people are deeper than their image. Thank you for your time.